Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello. Please take a moment to like this reading, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell for notifications. I do love readings each month for each sign, and I do new moon readings and full moon readings. So this is Pick a Card, and the question we're asking is, does your crush like you back? Does your love interest return your affections, and what are they thinking about you? How do they feel about you? We have three groups of cards here: the stone heart, the butterfly, and the crystal quartz. So take a moment and choose a group of cards. Feel free to pause the video and really feel into the group that that you want to choose for this question. And let's get started. Let's go with number one, the stone heart. I'm going to put these aside for now. Just put these out of the picture. And we have group number one. How does your crush feel about you? Let's look into it. So we have the Rebel from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Lovers. I'm going to pull these down a little bit. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. Let me position these so that you can see them. Here we go. All right. So, getting into this, does your crush like you back? It does appear that way. You have the Lover's card here. So these are two people coming together in union. It's sort of it's a fated union. It's a love relationship, and it is upright. So I see it as a positive affirmation that your crush is liking you back a little bit too. There might be an opportunity to get into a relationship with this person. This person is traveling towards this reality. I feel like they've come out of some sort of struggle, and they're on their way to, psychically and emotionally getting to this place of being able to step into a relationship with you. We have the Five of Swords. Yes, like I talked about, the Five of Swords comes before the Six of Swords, and it speaks to a battle where there were no winners. Like, everybody's sort of lost, even though it does seem like this person he has all the swords and he's holding one sword up in the air. It seems like he might be victorious. The truth is that there were no winners from this conflict that your crush was engaged in. He or she is moving out of this conflicted energy towards this potential love relationship with you. You can see that the person in this card is looking very intently into the future, and the future is a love relationship. The future is the Lovers. I feel like there's some conditioning that is being broken at this moment. And by conditioning, I mean there are, you know how other people, like, so your family, your friends, the people that you grow up with, institutions, systems, educational systems, religious systems, they often will put on a person, their own expectations of who the person should be and how they should act and what they should do and where they should go in the future. And I feel like one or the other of you is breaking out of some conditioning, external expectation, and really stepping into who you are as a person. And so they're seeing you as, I get the sense that they see the real you, that they know who you are, they see who you are, they are witnessing the real you, and vice versa, potentially. The Page of Swords. So, I'm going to read this a few ways. The Page of Swords could be somebody that is interfering in your connection in some way, either through gossip or rumor mongering or some sort of hasty, impulsive behavior. The Page of Swords also speaks to Take it how it resonates. Somebody who is learning. It's an apprentice. It is somebody who is engaged in the process of learning their own thoughts, the way that they think about things, their own philosophy, their own belief system. The Page of Swords is also somebody who is willing to stand behind and eager to stand behind their own convictions. They are good communicators, even though sometimes they communicate in, oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Sometimes they communicate, their communication can be very abrupt and hasty and impulsive, like I mentioned before. They are good communicators, and sometimes the Page of Swords suggests that there is some form of communication that is coming in at this time. Somebody is coming to you with some sort of communication around a new idea or a thought or a belief, some sort of idea that they might be having. So, to answer the question, yes, I do feel like your crush is crushing on you back, and there is a potential for an actual love relationship. But he or she is coming out of some sort of conflicted energy. They're coming out of a time of conflict, and there's some travel, there's some journeying, there's some rite of passage, there's some journey that they are taking and need to take in order to get into this place where they can become your lover, essentially. They see you as the rebel. They see you as somebody who is authentically themselves. And you don't compromise on your ideals, your personal ideals. And you're not compromising on who you actually are. There may be somebody that is creating some sort of obstacle to your connection, or an obstacle in the way of, like, I don't know, just gossiping, using their words to create conflict between the two of you, or somebody is going to come in with some form of communication around some new idea that they may be having, some conviction that they may be experiencing, some idea that they want to connect with you around. So I'm going to shuffle some medicine cards, and let's identify an approach for you where it comes to connecting with your love interest, where it comes to connecting with your crush. Let's pull one card from the Medicine Cards by Sams and Carson. And this will be an approach for you. Like, how should you approach your crush? Elk. And it's in the reverse. So let's read a little bit about Elk reverse. And again, this is an approach, how you should approach your crush. If Elk has appeared in the reverse position, you may be stretching the rubber band to the breaking point. Be careful of undue stress levels, or you might just create an illness to force you to take a break. How many times has that happened? You finally take a vacation and then you get sick. On another level, you may not be honoring your desire for companionship with the opposite sex, and you may have forgotten the excitement of mating season. If this is the case, you may find that your best option is to invite friends of the opposite sex for dinner or an afternoon outing. So that's your approach. Extend an invitation to your crush. Extend an invitation. You might have to make the first move. This is not to say that you would be sexually interested in these friends. It is merely suggesting that the exchange of opposite energies could be rewarding. If you are in a relationship, it may be that the honeymoon is waning and you need to stir up some excitement. Persistently creating a change of pace is the kind of stamina needed for any relationship to last. In all cases, Elk is telling you to look at how you choose to create your present pathway and how you intend to perpetuate it to reach your goal. Your best weapon is the same as Elk's: to stop when you need to persist when you need to, and to allow room for change and exchange of energies. Okay, so read the room, essentially. Be very sensitive and receptive to your own energy, to others' energies, to the exchange of energies. And the approach card, the Elk Reverse, does speak to actually taking the first move and inviting your crush or your love interest out on a date, or inviting them to connect with you in some way that seems appropriate. If you're married, if you're in a long-term relationship, it speaks to shaking things up a little bit, change of pace, doing something a little bit differently to bring that excitement back into your relationship. All right, that's a pretty good read for number 1. I like it. If you resonated with this reading, please take a moment to like the reading, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell for notifications. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lunasync. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. All right, we're moving on to stack number 2, and that was the butterfly, right? We have the butterfly. Look at this shimmery butterfly. All right, so the question is, does your crush like you back? Does your love interest, is he or she interested in you as well? And how do they feel about you? What do they think about you? Let's get into it. Put that over here. Let's pull up the cards. These are in no particular order. We're just going to read all of them together. It's the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Four of Swords, the Chariot, that was reversed. I wanted to flip it upright, but it was reversed. And then Intensity. Ooh, interesting. So right away I'm seeing that the Chariot is about, the Chariot reversed is about a lack of movement. And a lack of a lack of will, a lack of a decision being made. A decision to move forward is not happening. There's a lack of movement, a lack of willpower. And then right next to it is Intensity. So this is kind of the opposite. This is a great deal of energy, a great deal of forward movement. So that's very interesting that those would come up together. We have the Six of Pentacles here, which speaks to an equal exchange of energy. If it were reversed, I would say an unequal exchange of energy. This speaks to the need to pay attention to balancing the energy between you and your partner, you and your love interest. And then the Queen of Swords reversed is a woman or a man, who can make very rash decisions and really cut people out of their lives very quickly and very, I want to say easily, but I don't know if that's the case. It's very decisive. In the reversed, it feels like, be careful, because you might regret this action of cutting people out or cutting people with your words, with your thoughts, with your ideas. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is a rest and recuperation card. So the question is, does my crush feel the same way about me? I'm getting the sense that while there may have been some sort of connection or exchange of energies between the two of you, there's also the chance that it was imbalanced. One person was giving more than the other, and one person was taking more than the other. I see that somebody made a decision to cut somebody out. And so you might not be communicating with your crush or your love interest. There may be blocked communication. There may have been an exchange of words that was very hurtful and cutting. Because then we have the Four of Swords, which is about after some sort of betrayal, after some sort of heartache, you are taking a break. You are retreating, you are resting, you are recuperating. And so this is either you or your crush, or this could just be speaking about your connection in general. Somebody got cut out. There was an unequal exchange of energy, or an imbalance of exchange of energy. Somebody was giving more than they were receiving, and vice versa. Somebody got cut out, and it wasn't pleasant. There was a hurtful exchange happening here. There was a decision that was made that maybe was later regretted. And then we have this need to take a time out, separate, rest, restore, recoup your energy, because you had these Three of Swords piercing your heart like it was a betrayal of some sort. And then there's a lack of movement, a lack of will to move this connection forward. But then, I mean, this is very confusing. Then we have this intensity. I feel like maybe one person really wants this to move forward and another person is lacking the will to move this forward. So let's pull a card that will clarify this reading, because right now I'm thinking, no, this relationship is not going to move forward because somebody is lacking the willpower and needing to take a time out. And let's pull another card to clarify this reading. These are the medicine cards by Sams and Carson. We'll shuffle and pull one card out to see what is up. Yeah, the thing that I keep seeing here is the Queen of Swords. Sometimes words can go, can sever connection. How powerful words are. And so if there was an exchange of like hurtful words, that may need to be resolved in order to move this forward. Possibly an apology, and there may need to be a time of forgiveness. Badger. Badger reversed. Let's read about Badger reversed. I know Badger is about aggression, so... Oops! Here comes Badger upside down and fuming. This could mean that you're being chewed out by someone else or that you have expressed your anger in an unhealthy way. If this applies to you, remember that all anger stems from anger towards the self. It is an anger of helplessness that is misdirected towards others. If you are angry at a coworker for telling the boss that you were looking for another job, you are really angry at yourself for not keeping your own secret. If you are angry at your children for disobeying, it is usually anger that stems from fear for the children's well-being. This self-anger condition is usually present when you have silly accidents, falls, cuts, and scrapes, or when you find yourself bumping into furniture. Badger in the contrary position can issue in a time of reflection on what you feel helpless about. Is it your lack of aggressiveness or initiative? Is it your fear of being blasted or belittled if you present a new idea? Maybe it's time when you need to get in touch. Maybe it's a time when you need to get in touch with your own jealousy or envy of others who are willing to put themselves on top through hard work. In the reverse, Badger teaches you the pitfalls of shyness and insecurity, as well as of misused or vicious aggression. Go to your feelings. Maybe you just need to let off steam. If so, scream into a pillow and then punch it a few times. It will surely put Badger back into balance. Badger can be difficult medicine, and learning to use it properly is a rare gift. In another context, contrary Badger could be calling you to use herbs and roots to heal your body. Badger reverse may also be putting you on notice to be aware of those ideas or areas in your life that need the input of someone else's aggressive creativity to spark your own. In any case, contrary Badger speaks of a need for more aggressive action in life. No more inactivity can prevail without creating pain of some kind. Whew, Badger. So yeah, some sort of aggressiveness or aggression is causing this retreat, this need to take a time out and to recuperate. Badger reversed. And also, Badger reverse speaks to, you know, this needing to have somebody else's aggressive creativity in order to move this thing forward. And maybe that is why we have the Chariot reversed, and then we have this intensity upright, which is like, you know, they kind of cancel each other out. But like something is stuck here. Something is not moving forward. And at the same time, there's this strong intensity that has a lot of forward movement behind it. So it's like this one keeps butting up against this one. So whoever is lacking the will is in conflict with the person who has a great deal of will and feels like they could move this whole thing forward alone, just by themselves, just by their own personal energy and intensity. But they're running up against, I mean, obviously to be in a relationship, you need both parties participating. And this person's energy is running up against this roadblock. If there were aggressive words, if there were hurtful words, if there was a hurtful conflict or somebody cut somebody out, and if there was conflict that is causing this time apart or this distance between the two of you, consider forgiveness, and consider coming to this person, or the, you know, I don't know who hurt who, or if you both engaged in hurtful words, but consider an apology. Consider trying to give this person space and coming back at this connection with the attitude of forgiveness and the attitude of sincere, heartfelt apology. So, number 2, butterfly, which is about freedom, transformation. That is your reading. If that resonated with you, please take a moment to like the reading. Subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications. I do readings all through the month. New moon readings, full moon readings, and love readings for each month, for each sign. And then also follow me on Instagram. You can follow me at LunaSync. And I post all types of content on that channel as well. Oftentimes different content than I post on YouTube. So, I hope that resonated with you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Alright, pile number 3. This is the clear crystal quartz pile. I had to adjust my camera settings so the perspective shifted a little bit, but we are ready to go now. And we want to know how your crush feels about you. Are they feeling the same way about you as you feel about them? Let's look at these cards and find out. They're the 5 of Pentacles, feeling like they're on the outside. Somebody was put out in the cold. Somebody feels out in the cold. Somebody feels neglected, abandoned, feeling like they don't have enough, feeling like they're on the outside. Carrying quite a load, being very close to the end of something, being very close to a completion of something, but not quite there yet, and feeling like, look how overburdened this individual is. So the Wands is the suit of energy, of fire, of passion, of creativity. So probably feeling like at the end of their rope energetically. Very sort of tired, fatigued. But there is an offering of energy toward you. There's a spark of energy, a spark of passion, a spark of creativity here inside of this dynamic. So there is an opportunity to connect energetically around in some passionate way. There is a passionate offering. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is potentially going to refuse it, though. They might be seeing you as somebody who is not as established as they would like you to be. Or maybe they don't understand certain things about you. Maybe they don't understand that you are established. Maybe they don't know. Maybe you haven't told them. Maybe they don't see you in that light. And then we have the Master. I get the sense that this is someone that you're crushing on that has a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, a lot of accumulated knowledge. They are potentially a leader in their field. And they don't know that you might be a good match for them. They don't know that you can match them in that way, that you have, that you're of their same status. That's the only way I know how to say that. Like, can you match me? Can you match my energy? Are you fit to be with the master? That sounds pretty egotistical, but there is, just recapping and going back, there is a poverty mentality that's happening here. And whether it's coming from you or for them, and I get the sense it might be coming from you, like feeling like you're not enough or you don't have enough. Also feeling very fatigued, close to the end of something, but very energetically overwhelmed and fatigued and tired. There is a young person that's offering some sort of gift of energy here. It might be that you have offered a gift of energy or a communication around your passion or a communication around your interest in this person. And it's taken you quite a bit to get to that place, to make that offering, to make your feelings known. But in the end, it does seem like there's a mismatch between your energies. And it might be that you feel, maybe it's not so much that they think this, but it might be that you think you are not enough for this person. So let's pull an approach card. Let's work with the medicine cards by Sams and Carson. Like, let's maybe not even approach card, but like, let's clarify this. Because this is some funky energy here. This is a weird little pull. Let's pull a clarifying card and maybe get some additional insights into what's going on with number 3 and their love interest, and how they should move forward, how you should move forward with this potential romance. I do see that some offering was made, some passionate communication was extended. There's a lot of insecurity in this card, though. We have the frog, or in the reading, insecurity in the reading with the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the reversed Queen of Pentacles. Frog is about cleansing. If frog hopped into the cards you chose today, its ribbit may be calling in the cleansing you need. If you were to look at where you are today, would you use any of the following words to describe your condition? Tired, overloaded, harried, frustrated, guilty, itchy, nervous, at a loss, empty, or weakened? Weakened. Yeah, I see that represented in all 3 of these cards. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles reversed. If so, take a break and allow yourself to bathe in the waters of frog medicine. This could mean a long, relaxing bath, disconnecting the phone, or taking in deep, cleansing breaths. Okay. Frog speaks of new life and harmony through its rain song. The deep tones of Frog's ribbit are said to be a call to the thunder beings, thunder, lightning, and rain. The ribbit is the heartbeat that comes into harmony with Father Sky and calls for the replenishment needed. Call to Frog and find peace in the joy of taking time to give to yourself. A part of this giving is cleansing yourself of any person, place, or thing that does not contribute to your new state of serenity and replenishment. Yeah, so I think you're coming at this connection from a place of insecurity. Feeling like you don't have enough, like you're on the outside. Feeling energetically overburdened, tired, frustrated. And also feeling out of your element and in imbalance. Like, you know, you want to be the queen, but you don't feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles. You don't feel like you have it all together. Like you have what you need in order to materialize potentially this offering, this passionate new beginning, this offer of passion. I think you see this person as somebody who has leadership qualities, somebody who has, you see them as the master, somebody who has mastered different planes of being, different experiences, has integrated much of their experiences, and now they are in a position where they have a great deal of knowledge and they're very wise, and you are just wondering if you can meet them, match them. And as long as you're wondering that, they will pick up on that and wonder that too. So what needs to happen in order to follow through with this offering of passion is to take some time out and cleanse your energy. Replenish your energy, cleanse your energy, and come correct. Come correct in this potential connection so that you can match the energy of the person that you're very interested in. All right. Number 3, that was your reading. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, and follow me on Instagram at Lunasync. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope you take that time that you need to cleanse yourself, because you are the Queen of Pentacles. All this stuff here can be corrected. This is what happens when you get overwhelmed in life, and you don't take a time out, and you don't get centered. You start to have these feelings of lack, these insecurities, like I don't have enough, I'm not enough, I don't have enough, I'm on the outside, I'm not part of it. You are part of it, rest assured, and you do have what it takes to make this connection. But you do need to do some work in advance of that. So, have a beautiful day, take good care, and we'll see you next time.